from Jane Catherine on Books. Lovely sunny day here in Scarborough, which is on the, I had to think then where we were, the east coast of United Kingdom. And thank you for joining me again. Second part of my book haul from when we went away to Lancashire, and another lovely selection of books that I got from the charity shops round there. Some bargains again, you know how I like my bargains. Okay, so first one, Cuckoos Calling by Robert Galbraith. Now, as most of you will be aware, this is J.K. Rowling. It's her detective crime fiction series. This is the first one. It is now, there are now 3. There were originally the 2, but there's now been another one added. And this is the Cormoran, the Cormoran Strike series. I want to say cormorant, that's a bird. So yeah, got the Cuckoos Calling there. Also got the Silkworm, which is the second one. So really pleased to have got that as well. So, you know, I can read both of those. I'm not waiting to be able to pick up the other one. So that's the second one in the series. So really looking forward to those. I know they've been out a while now, but I've not read them. Okay, let me have a look at my notes, see what else we've got here. So the next one that I've picked up, I mean, these were all about £2, £2.50, really good condition. So we've got The Promise by Susan Salis. Now, I have read quite a few of Susan Salis in the past, and she's, you know, I've enjoyed the ones that she's written before. So I'll see how this is. I'm just going to read a bit of the blurb for you. Sorry, glasses off. There were 4 of the Thorpe family in the Anderson shelter, the night of the raid on Coventry. Mum and Dad, Florrie and little May. Jack was missing. He was one of those who had not come back from Dunkirk, and May had to promise to keep a terrible secret, a promise which affected the lives of all the survivors until May herself was the only one left. 70 years later, 6th formers Daisy and Marcus are given an A-level project on the bombing of Coventry in 1940. They go to talk to May, now living in sheltered accommodation nearby. An unlikely friendship is forged, which bridges the gap between them. So, fiction set in World War II, so looking forward to see what that brings. Okay, the next one, The Savage Garden by Mark Mills. Now, this has only had a look on Goodreads. It's only got just over 500 reviews on this. Bit of a mixed reaction. I've not read any of his. I think he's roughly got about three titles out. So we'll see what this brings. This is another World War II fiction. And I'll just read a little bit about this. I'm getting quite excited because they're all quite different in their own right. So this should be a nice mixture of reading here. Sorry, I've got to take my glasses off. Put them on my head. Okay. Behind a villa in the heart of Tuscany lies a Renaissance garden of enchanting beauty. Its grottos, pagan statues and classical inscriptions seem to have a secret life of their own, and a secret message too, for those with eyes to read it. So that sounds fabulous. Sounds fabulous. Easy if I left my glasses off, I think, isn't it? Not quite blind as a bat. I did try varifocals actually, but I didn't get on with them at all, and I kept tripping up and I've got my head going up and down. So anyway, for those of you that's tried them, you'll know exactly what I mean. So we'll just have to put up with the glasses on, glasses off or whatever. Okay, so the next one is The Sea Glass. I'm just keeping my notes here because I want to read a lovely quote that somebody's put out of the book, which I really like. And this is by Anita Shreve, and it's called The Sea Glass. Lovely cover, look at that. Do you know, I just love sunsets over the sea, living near the sea. We get a lot of those, so that's fabulous. Okay. Now it's let's have a look what we've got here. Right, yeah, this is lovely. Let me just read this quote from the book. Somebody had put that on their review and it really caught my eye. The only problem with looking for sea glass is that you never look up. You never see the view. You never see the sea or the houses because you're afraid you'll miss something in the sand. So that's fabulous. I think that's a lovely quote. And I just want to share a few treasures with you actually, because that could be perfect. That could be me saying that actually as we're going walking on the beach with the dog. Because I'm like that. I never notice. I'm there looking down in the sand for all my treasures. Just a quick show of treasures. There's a little bit of class there. That's, yeah. Look at that one. Could be a tiger tooth. Little urchin. And some other collections. So, and I look for hearts as well. That's another thing. There's so many that the sea washes stones that look like hearts, so that I give them to all my friends and family. So anyway, I digress. So yes, looking forward to that. The descriptions sound amazing. And finally in my book haul we've got Frog Music, Emma Donoghue. As you'll recall, there's the film out, The Room, which is by Emma, and I loved that book. I read it quite when it first came out really. Thought it was a very well written, poignant book, pulled at the heartstrings really. So looking forward to this. This seems quite different. It's a little bit, I think it's going to be a little bit risque, this one. It's a historical novel. It's a bit of a whodunit, and you know I like my crime. And it's sort of a bit of a seedy undertone, I think. I think it's amongst the gambling fraternity. There's prostitution going on. We've got the equivalent of pole dancers at the time. So yeah, really looking forward to that. And actually, this is based on a true story. So I'm really looking forward to that. It's got mixed reviews. I think in some ways, perhaps everybody that really loved The Room, you know, obviously that's had a major impact on people. Probably you've got to go in with, you know, with your eyes open and expect something different. So we'll see. So just finally, just a quick, I'd already explained that I took one of Kate Morton's on holiday to read, and then this is the other great big tome that I took with me, and it's Christina Stead, The Man Who Loved Children. Now this was actually, I saw this on the Vintage channel. Will from Vintage Books recommended this. Now, you know, he did say it's a bit of a slog. Yes, definitely a bit of a slog. And, you know, keep going. He said, whatever you do, keep going, keep plodding on, because it'll be worth it. You know, something happens nearer the end and it'll be truly worth it. Well, goodness me, I'm still plodding. I'm still plodding along, and we're on page 344. And this thing that's coming, if it's going to be about the last 2 pages where I feel at the minute, it's hard going. But he reassures me, sent him a message recently to say, I'm really struggling with this, keep plodding on. So, you know, I'd be interested to know if any of you guys have read this and what you thought, and if this is what the twist is worth it, because it's, you know, it is a bit heavy going. So, took that on holiday. And then finally, I just want to, put my glasses back on there. I just want to finally let people know about a literary festival that's going on around here. For anybody that actually lives York area and the East Ridings, which is all local. We've got the Beverley Literature Festival and the Bridlington Poetry Festival, and that is 5th to the 22nd of October. There's some fabulous events and I'm really excited, so hopefully I'm going to have a video to share with you. We're actually going to see Rachel Joyce, and she, many of you may will be aware that she wrote The Pilgrimage, Harold Fry and Miss Queenie Hennessy. Really excited to go and see that. She's not talking about those books, but she's been involved with the BBC Radio, and she's been doing a retelling of Charlotte Bronte. So I'm really excited about that, to go and see that. So anybody else that's in the area, I only just found out about this yesterday at our book club. So a bit short notice, I know, but yeah, come along if you're not too far. It's great to get on the train to York. York's a fantastic city. So yes, come along to that. So there's the second part of my haul from holidays. I hope there's a few more titles for you to add to your TBR. See you next time. Bye for now.